Katt Williams appeared on Carmelo Anthony's podcast, and one thing I love about Katt Williams is he's always going to offer up good advice. And I felt like what he was talking about in this basically 2-hour interview was good information. But I wanted to take out specifically the things he said about work ethic and giving, because I think that is an area that we're all working on. And I often get asked, how do I do my YouTube? How do I edit? All of those things. And I'm like, shoot, I study great people. I study how they take care of their business, how they run the show, and then I just mimic what they do. I felt like that'd be a good idea to bring over to the community. So what's up, my friends, and welcome back once again to the Just Case and Brand. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Case and Brand. If you have not already subscribed,
you keep procrastinating over and over. No, do it right now.
If you're already a member of the Jayborhood, this might be a good video for you if you just need like an extra motivation or an extra push. Maybe you've been down and out about pursuing your business and you need to hear somebody else speak life into you. I think this would be a good video. Or you have started the thing that you want to do, but you keep having it in your mind. I think this will be a good video for you too. So I'm going to have the original video down in the description box if you want to hear it without my commentary, because y'all know I'm about to be babbling. Let's get into the video.
You expending a lot of energy, champ. Like there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? But especially you, because your comedy is real. You into it when you up there. You know what I mean?
Tell a full story when you're on the stage.
Fact,
60 movies, 50 television appearances, 13 comedy specials. Every time you see me, I'm trying as hard as I possibly can to do the job that's at hand, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna dust a nigga in the parking lot? That's, to me, that's
in several allegories.
Because you know he run fast as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
because that's what's required. Like,
yo, I gotta get in shape, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, I want to go back to, like, you know, the stats that he just threw out there.
Yeah, that's
right, because
crazy.
that goes over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah.
Right. That 60, that 40, that, you know, the amount of stand-ups, like, those numbers, niggas ain't doing those numbers, bro. Like, when we talk about, you said 60, I mean, 60 what?
60 minutes? Yeah, so 60 movies.
60 movies.
Yeah.
50 television
50 television shows, 13, 12.
13 specials, my 23rd 100 city tour.
Come on, man.
I'm saying
that's a body of work.
And he just be talking about it like it's so effortless. You know, hey, got to go to work every day, got to get up, got to do what I got.
Doing all of this unfunded, never been sponsored. You never see me in no commercial other than the one for Supreme. But yeah, so every special I did, that was us doing it ourselves. Doing the cover art, making sure it got on television. We did that more times than any comedian breathing or dead. So
I love when people can just be like, you know what? I'm going to make my own way in my career. I'm not going to wait on anyone to give me a handout, an opportunity. I'm going to make my opportunity, because I feel like that's when you have more protection. That's when you're able to be like, this is my brand. This is how I'm rolling. If somebody says to you, I don't want to fuck with you because you do X, Y, and Z too much. It's like, okay. And I don't care. You know why? Because I'm the whole show. I'm the program. I am the jack of all trades when it comes to my business. So you not wanting to work with me ain't gonna stop my money. It might stop my income off of your stream or off of this stream or for this avenue, but it's not gonna stop my money completely. This is why I love Cash Doll, Nipsey Hussle, Larry June, because they got it on their own and they didn't need nobody to make them. They just made the money on their own. Now I know people will be like, oh, well, they won't be able to attain this type of recognition or get these type of awards. For a lot of people, it ain't even about that. It's about being able to have a lot of money because money buys you freedom, and also having a lot of money because you're able to get into wealth.
Oh, that's why we don't let Lil Ali's run up, you know, because the stats are what they are.
Yeah, nah, in fact, and on this show, we, like Champ says, like, we always get flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I ain't mean to shift it left, but I guess them numbers was impressive.
And that's a fact, though, but the thing is, too, is like, you one of the first examples of independence from like the industry, right?
Yeah.
The agency system, the lawyers, the agency, triangle, offense. You know what I'm saying? Like you one of the first examples of like true independence from that. But people don't really talk about it. So that's why I wanted to just bring it up because, you know what I'm saying? Like on this show, we like to, you know, bring up facts, you know what I mean? And give people their flowers. And you, one of them ones, man. So salute to you. Cause you was doing a read, doing a read.
That was impressive.
You know,
Thank you.
and it's like, it's deep and like you said, it's all you. You know what I'm saying?
And you've created a model that I think any stand-up comedian that's trying to get on now in 2025 is trying to emulate. Like it went from a point where I felt like a lot of stand-up comedians are trying to get their hour on a HBO or a Netflix or whatever, and you can still do that, but what do you do in between that time? And I think you've helped create like a stand-up comedy or just a full-on entertainment ecosystem that I think a lot of people have tried to emulate, you know, as far as owning everything that you do, from your specials, from your stand-ups, from your touring.
The power of ownership, especially in this digital age with media, oh my goodness,
Like,
out of this
I know we
world.
spoke off camera about like, you know, percentages of tours, not even like getting booked for shows. Like you own a piece of the house every night you go out there.
Watch him be hella cool. Hey, you know, hey, listen, when you making chicken, you could just make wings. If you got dressing, you got blue cheese.
And I think that's not talked about enough as far as like how much of a rarity that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Talk less than now.
For real.
Independence and ownership are your rights. But you have to understand that you come in with those.
Huh. I love that.
You come in with those.
Yeah.
So we, in doing the specials, we weren't handing over ownership. We were doing 100 cities to make sure that it was sharp, then shooting it, making sure that it was television quality.
You hear that? We did 100 cities to make sure that it was sharp. So we went through 100 rehearsals before we recorded it to make sure that when we did this recording, it was going to be executed flawlessly. Oh!
Paying for the production of it and then licensing it. So that, you see what I'm saying? It's because we're only licensing it. So HBO, my HBO special, not done by HBO. I'm saying my Showtime special, not done by Showtime. Like we are
partners.
We have our own independent.
We're partners. You're not paying for my special. You're paying me to show my special on your platform. So yeah, let me do a little business with you. All right, cool. Give me my little money. Take you.
That's when we come in, and if you understood that, then you would be able to
comprehend that.
Right, and that's something that you can sustain.
Yeah,
you know, when you needed to do better, you can do more. So you know, oftentimes people with jobs don't want to talk about entrepreneurship, but we have to.
Why do you think that is? Because a lot of people like myself, like I see somebody like you in the comedy space, and like, not saying like model it after the thing like Katt said, but like to take things from what you do and apply it, you know what I mean, to my own approach, you know what I mean, as a comedian.
We were always allowed to look at Jordan and watch Melo shoot and then go in the driveway and try to do that. That's part of love of the game.
Facts.
Is watching who do it best and seeing what parts of those
how can I pick it up?
You can make your own.
How can I pick it up?
That's a part of it. Yeah. So, you know, it's Father's Day weekend. These niggas know they my sons. You know? Like, it's all good, whether they love me or hate me. I have provided the best example that I could possibly.
You got to send them an edible arrangement or something, man. Something, a card,
no need.
A gift card.
Because when you already have the numbers, can't nobody tell you shit. They can't. What the most they can do is criticize your work. But when your numbers are true, it's like, okay, yeah, you can talk all that shit if you want to. But what's your number is again? Oh, okay, I thought so.
If you see him,
shout out to you bringing the Heaven Earth tour back.
Me being talked about with Ali Sadiq does nothing for my credibility or anything.
Right.
Him being mentioned with me, though, somehow puts him in the conversation of greatness without needing 60 movies. He can have 0. Without having 50 network appearances, he can have 0. With 13 specials, he can have 6.
Talk your shit.
And still be in this same conversation. It's for us to not allow that. And we do that by ignoring every episode of everything that he's on. That's why the numbers be so low.
So you were saying enforcer.
You got them born to knowledge, man. You got to go. You got 'em born to knowledge.
You said
We tried, America.
Listen,
I try to complete the cipher, man.
There was no times that Carmelo suited up to play the opposition team and was okay with the fact that tonight the other team wins.
Facts. I agree with that.
This is 101. This is ISO. I'm the greatest 101 ISO in the lanes I play in
You don't cat out.
that ever existed. And
I like how he got that tight lip up top. You could tell he was serious about business. Whenever you've been working really hard towards a thing and you know that you've been crushing goals and you got people talking shit about you, talking shit about your work or anything, you're like, oh yeah. But guess what I know? Guess what I know to be true? My work is valid.
I don't need nobody's.
To validate
You
that,
can't broker peace. There must be a winner. There must be a loser. Don't be mad at me because I'm
you're the
throwing my
loser,
W
and
up.
you're the loser.
man.
Sorry to those it may offend.
The talking.
Yo, listen,
You probably a part of L Nation.
Listen.
You only talk
I
that
ain't
way
gonna lie.
if you've had to back it up.
Oh, you
And
it's
Back it
not
up.
received well.
and the
Back it
receipts
up.
is out there, man.
Yeah.
The receipts is out there. That's why I was like, damn. It's like
We're receipt generators. We probably did the Shannon Sharp interview already having planted enough of the information out there for people to be able to find. I don't know. I'm saying if they call somebody a genius, they must be making some moves, you know. See.
But you are very generous though. Like you are very generous with your time and actually your fucking money,
Right.
which is very hard to do in this industry, right? Or these industries. Like how you so generous in this
I like
type
this
of
question.
cutthroat industry? I would
yeah.
say.
How do you maintain that same sort of like alpha level of being the number one, but also have that generosity? You know, you speak about all the comedians you bring on tour.
Right.
A lot of very famous comedians will tell stories about how you've looked out for them and like have never looked for,
Yep.
you know, acknowledgement or praise. Have
Yeah.
done stuff in quiet to take care of folks. Like, there's that balance. How do you sort of maintain that, and why is that important to you?
Truthfully, I'm not that generous. I'm not a generous natured person.
Huh.
But I do
it
enjoy
was.
following a contract, right? And so personally, I have a contract with God.
Ah!
And the part of
Oh, my
the
goodness.
contract that God has to follow requires certain things in my life. And
I love this.
the
Oh my
requirement
goodness.
for me is to make sure that it is worldwide and globally known that if you as one of God's people interacts with me, that God's blessings can flow from me
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
And so it's not philanthropy. It's a necessity. If you show me $100, I don't see 100. I only see 90. 10 of that gotta go. You see what I'm
Can we
saying?
also talk? Oh, hold up. Let me pause it. Wait a second. I'm messing up my computer. I'm so happy. I love the idea that tithing does not always have to be this 10% financial gift that you give to a church. It could be you spending 10% of your income on helping someone, providing food for a food pantry, giving backpacks for a back to school drive. That's your 10%. And a lot of times these pastors and preachers want to put our money just in their church and be like, oh, this is how you give the 10%. We'll make sure your money is spent accordingly. Or I could also do it a different way. I could also make sure that I'm helping the people in my community.
To his people, however that can happen quickest and in real life. And all I wanted was the ability to determine whether somebody is God's people or not. My job is to be as positive in interaction with any of God's people that I may come in contact with in whatever situation I'm in. That's part of my contract.
What one of those moments is one of the ones that you're the most proud of? You know,
I'm not proud of any of them.
Humble.
it's just the
Hey, I'm doing my job. He said, I'm doing my job. I don't need no praise. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
If you go to McDonald's and something costs $2.75, are you proud that you gave them $3?
Hell no, I want my quarterback.
Right. So now, once you got the quarterback, right?
Yeah. Or 18 cents with tax. I don't know.
What you gonna do with that?
Right. So understand that where I rank spiritually, right? There aren't any more levels for me to attain other than the supreme level of happiness and contentment that I'm at. The only way that I can show the enemy that money does not affect me in any way is this generosity that you're talking about. The money can't move me, right? I move the money.
I move the money.
I can put the money here, and because I'm never in a loan situation. There's nothing for me to be.
I'm never in a loan situation. I'm the head, not the tail. I'm the lender, not the borrower.
Be proud of. These are God's people. This God's money.
Yeah.
He makes sure I got it. Part of the reason he makes sure I got so much of it is because of what I do with it.
He knows I'm a good steward of my finances. He knows that I'm gonna do right.
Hate me because I'm a motivating factor and an asset to it. I come to bring, that's what I bring. And so it's an easy thing to do. My point in the McDonald's thing was, you know how you pay tax?
Yeah.
And you don't feel proud that you paid the tax. You just pay the tax.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you're excited to pay the tax because it comes along with everything else, right? Mm-hmm. So you see what I mean? Like,
sometimes I don't like to accept the tax.
If I'm only putting the tithe amount,
he's basically saying, I'm paying my taxes
into the universe, I want that number to get as big as it can be. I know exactly what it means if I give $1.5 million away. I know what that means I made. You see? I'm not looking at it the same way, but you know.
That was really beautiful to me. It's beautiful when people who don't look like they're of God, or they don't look like what people would say would be people of God, speak about the principles and actually execute them in a way that you could understand them. And they ain't got to give you a whole bunch of Bible jargon. They ain't got to sit up here and give you a PowerPoint presentation explaining to you why they are saved and why they are doing the right thing and how they ain't got to do none of that. All they have to do is tell you their actions, and you could already reference stories or scriptures that tell you they doing the right thing. You know, I'll never forget watching some sort of motivational thing, and the woman was talking about how sometimes you cannot have mentors who are physically there with you, but YouTube is free and you can go on there and study people and figure out what you would like to glean from them and apply in your own situation. Overall, it just was a pleasure. Overall, it was nice to hear these fellas speak about their lives, their accomplishments, and everybody in there is decorated, yet everybody in there was humble, and I just enjoyed it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I have been the Just Kaysen brand. I'm so thankful that you guys did tune in. Please make sure to like the video, have your notification bell turned on so you catch me each and every single time I'm here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.